Hello and welcome to tonight's broadcast of your Mount Carmel Aces heading up against the Olney Tigers in LIC play. The Olney Tigers come in at 7-12 as your Aces come in at 500 at 9-9. These two teams haven't faced off yet so far this year, and they're both Aces are 1-2 in conference, and Olney is actually 3-0 in conference. Aces looking to give the Tigers their first conference loss. Once again, I'm Max Gerlach here, presenting this basketball game, I guess you could say, is the Aces looking to defeat sort of a Goliath. This Olney squad has played a really tough schedule outside of their LIC play. I know they went down to the Capital Classic. They lost to Lawrenceville and Salem, who are two very solid teams. Lost to beat Vincennes Lincoln and Mount Carmel. They beat Mount Carmel by right around that 25 mark, but notably, dressing for them in that game and not dressing for him tonight is going to be the big man, Casey Toman. Casey Toman going to the University of Illinois to play football next year. Probably going to hang up the basketball shoes for the year. I've heard he's having some medical issues. I'm not sure how much of it's true. You never know what you're hearing. And he's just going to sit out the rest of the year, try to get healthy, and probably head up to University of Illinois as soon as possible. This Olney squad also went up, lost to a tough Mount Zion squad, lost to Salem again. They've played Breeze Central and St. Anthony, two very, very solid 2A schools. I actually think St. Anthony's 1A, and they're usually one of the best 1A. Steelville, they lost to them, lost to Carlisle and Christopher, both good squads. Lost to Flora at home. Flora, a solid 2A team, but notably, your Aces beat them by about 5 earlier this year. They lost to Fairfield by about 24 in their prior game, and then before that beat Marshall by 4. So this Olney squad comes in a little bit banged up, a little bit struggling, I guess you could say, is 7-12, not exactly the record that they're looking for. This Aces squad come in on sort of a 3-1 record. It should be a 4-game win streak as they dropped the second to last home game we've had against OPH by 3 points. Just wasn't their greatest showing. They didn't do a great job defensively in that second half. Allowed way too many points, and that's something that they improved on against Sisseton, as they only allowed 35 to the running Lions. 64-35 was the score of that one. Aces came out firing and just played some of their best basketball of the year defensively too. They held them to 15 first half points, and they were leading by double figures at halftime. Then by the end of the game, they were leading by 30. They just continued dominance throughout the whole game. Notably in that game, Shane Metter had 12, Owen Blake had 16, and everybody else kind of just filled in. I know Elliot Acree had 7, and Wade Keepus had 6 in the first quarter. He had a little bit of foul trouble. But we're going to see what the Aces can do defensively. They struggled against Hagen Howard in that game. Then the game prior to that, they had a really tough time guarding number 30 for OPH. That was Riley Blank. So just some guards have given him fits, and I know this Olney squad without Toman's just going to be a little bit smaller. Listed, I've got Reed Klinger starting, Owen Coker starting, Cooper Hires starting, and Carson Amater starting. They've also got Reed Brown, who's 6'7", who's going to do a lot of work for him down low. But once again, we don't have Jack Webb. They don't have Casey Toman, the two big football players on the field, on the floor. But we don't have an interview with Coach Kyle Buss before tonight's game, so that'll probably conclude, well, not quite conclude, but give us a quick break during our coach's pregame show. That's sponsored by Glenn's Auto Service in Towing. They're located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 618-263-3285. We're going to be back with some keys to the game in just a minute. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel Basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 for $484 a month, or lease a 2025 Bronco for $493 per month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at stevefaulknerautomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2026 Pacifica with 1.9% financing, or lease a 2026 Wrangler for $397 a month. See store for details and go to stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending, with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Here we are back for this conclusion of the coaches pregame show. That's once again sponsored by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing. For the Aces, it's going to start out with that perimeter shooting. You're going to have to get Shane Metter. You're going to have to get Owen Blake going. Red Andrews is going to have to hold it down inside against Reed Brown, who, once again, stands at 6'7". He has a load down low. You can only imagine. He looks pretty solid. Looks to want to work out on the perimeter a little bit. Probably do a lot of high-low action when Toman was there, so he's going to have to do a lot on the low block for him tonight, and that's just going to pose a little bit of struggle here for the Aces, as they got one true big man in Red Andrews. The last snap does come off on the off the bench for some limited minutes. But then, of course, Elliott Akery's going to have to go out there. He's going to have to defend. Red Andrews, like we said, down low. Shane Metter and Wade Keepitz. This is a four-guard team. They are going to have to come out feisty on defense. I see the Aces sticking with that really stiff man-to-man that they've ran a lot, and they're going to try to deny. They're going to do a great job of rotating as they do, and they're going to have to win this game on the defensive end of the ball. This is two teams that like to play with a slower pace. They're not going to get out and run like crazy. So, as we said, they've just got to do the simple things. They've got to rebound. They've got to run. And they've just got to control the pace. If you're Olney, this is where you've got to come out firing. You got to knock down some threes early. This is a perimeter team. I know the best win they have this year against Marshall, who is also, I'm pretty sure, undefeated in the LIC heading into that game. They won by about 12 points, where they were 12 for 24 from outside the arc. When you shoot 50% from outside the arc, it's really tough to beat you. So I think that's going to pose some fits for the Aces, as they're just going to have to chase them over screens, chase them around the perimeter, make them get downhill, make them go into your help. And never drop on the screens. I want to see hard hedges and hard help where you are forcing turnovers when they think that's open. There's a lot of drop coverage ran on screens now, where you just drop and you just chase over the top, and you're going to try to run them down. I like that. Hard hedge over the top, send a trap on every ball screen, make them have to work to get the ball into position. So the Aces just have a couple minor details that I think that they're going to have to really key on tonight to upset this Olney Tigers squad, who is 3-0 in conference. Outside of their conference play, this team has not had the most success. They haven't had the most success since they haven't had Casey Toman. So Aces going to have to go out there, get a big one tonight to get to over 500 for the first time in a long time. Last LIC game they had, they snapped this, I'm pretty sure, somewhere in the 700-day losing streak they had in conference. So when we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups, national anthem, and so tip-off and some basketball action. Then we'll get into the halftime show, and we'll have a special guest during the halftime show, Coach Matt McCarty. He'll come tell us a little bit about what happened over the week that we missed. But we'll come back from break with starting lineups once again. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel Basketball.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away. There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows, use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime they should go counterclockwise, wintertime clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs.
And we're back. The national anthem just concluded. You get a USA chant here. This place is packed for some Aces basketball. Can't tell from the other side, which it's pretty close to full, but this side over here is full. Olney brought out a bunch of people, and you look at the student section, as you can see in that bottom right, they are packed. They're riled up. They're ready for this LIC conference matchup where they're playing their rival. But now we got the starting lineups in memory of co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.T. White, and his wife, Helen. Got number 12, that's Carson Amiter. Number 14, that's Cooper Hires. Another senior, number 20, that's Owen Coker. A senior, number 22, that's Reed Klingler. Then, number 54, that's Reed Brown. The big Ben down low for him tonight. Once again, stands at 6'7", and wears the number 54 for the Olney Tigers tonight. Now, the starting lineups for your Mount Carmel Golden Aces, as always. It's going to start out with number 1, that's Wade Keepus. Going to go down to number 3, Shane Metter. Number 5, Elliot Acree. Number 12, that's Owen Blake. And number 25, Brett Andrews. This starting lineup is going to be the one that's going to get it done for the rest of the year. This has got to be the one to get it done for the rest of the year. The Aces looking to cross that 500 mark here tonight. Once again, had Wayne Keepus go out, now Shane Metter. Next up to go out is going to be number 5, that's Elliot Acree. Elliot Acree is the do-it-all forward for him right now. Then there's Owen Blake. Owen Blake, once again, the sharpshooter for the Aces. Hit 3 threes in their last game against Sisney. Then number 25, the man it all is going to lie on tonight, Brett Andrews. Can he get it done inside against Reed Brown to slow him down enough for an Aces victory? We're just a few seconds away here from tip-off. We'd like to just admire the fact that we're here on a Friday night getting to watch some basketball. I'd like to thank Emery and Robert. Emery's running stream for us tonight, Robert on camera. Thank you to them. I'm guessing there's stuff they'd rather be doing on their Friday night, as I wouldn't want to be anywhere but here announcing basketball. Heading into the center circle is number 25, Rhett Andrews, and number 22, that's Reed Klingler. Tigers wearing orange uniforms with black numerals and black trim. Aces wearing their home whites with gold numerals and gold trim as Rhett Andrews wins the tip. The Tigers are going to set up in a tough man-to-man as Keepus brings it up, gets it over to Blake on the right wing. Blake back up to Metter. Aces going from left to right. Metter pulls it back up top. He's guarded closely by Klingler. He's going to look for a screen from Andrews. He's going to try to take it all the way. He's going to get the first foul of the game on Reed Klingler. That's going to be huge if you can get him in foul trouble, because I'm guessing that's the guy that they're going to want guarding Shane all night if he's out there starting on him right now. The Tigers are in their first year under new head coach. That's Andy Toman. As the ball's into Acre, he stops, gets it down to Rhett Andrews, goes through his hands, out of bounds. Should go the way of the Tigers. 7.5 minutes at the Hilltop as it's going to be number 12. This is Carson Amiter to bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Amiter gets it down to Coker. Coker has it on the right wing looking for Brown down low. They send a trap at him as he drives in. Blake almost tips that one away. Now to the corner to Klingler. Klingler back up to Amiter. He drives, gets the back door to Coker, blocked by Andrews. Rhett Andrews with a big block as Keepus gets it to Metter. Metter's going to push the ball up the floor. He's going to try to take it all the way himself. Stops, pulls it out, gets it over to Elliott Acre. Acre setting something up for the Aces. Drives, gets there, and Metter on the back door, no good, foul. He's going to go to the line for two. Reed Brown picks up his first foul, as that's the second foul for the Tigers in this first quarter. Metter, we're now a minute in, and he has a chance to get the first 2 points of tonight's game. Metter makes the first of two. 1-0, Aces in front as Reed Klingler is going to take a trip to the bench. Is in for him is going to be number 10. Don't have him in my book. I'll go get him wrote in there real quick. Number 10, don't have him on a roster sheet either. As Klingler is going to bring the ball up the floor. He hands it off to Coker. Coker drives to the middle, fakes a handoff back out to Amiter. Now to the mystery player in the corner. He's going to try to work on Metter, gets it back out to Coker. He looks at a three, doesn't take it. Aces in front 2-0, 6.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Amiter up top, wants to get it down low to Brown, now to the corner to Coker. Mystery player has it down low, back up to Coker. He looks at three, doesn't take it. Now Amiter for three. That's no good. Rebound down, Rhett Andrews. Shane Metters now to push the ball up the floor. Has it on the left side, gets it back to his right. Now to Acre on the right wing. Acre up to Metter. Shane Metter has it at the top of the key. He's going to try to take it all the way inside on Amiter. Stops, looks at a mid-range, doesn't take it. Now up to Elliott Acre. He rips, hands it back off to Metter. Now up to Wade Keepus. Wade Keepus hands it off to Acre. Acre now gives it back to Shane Metter. He pulls it back out, throws it up to Acre. He almost loses it. Gets it over to Metter on the right wing. Now to Blake in the corner. He looks in Eflin. He pulls it out, hands it off to Metter at the Aces logo. Aces working some clock, 5.5, 5:45 now. They run the flare screen to Blake for three. Cash, Owen Blake hits the three. Aces now in front 5-0 on the Olney Tigers. 5.5 minutes left as Amiter to bring the ball up the floor. Amiter tries to force it to Brown. Metter comes up and steals it. He's going to take it all the way. Stops, almost travels, puts it up, misses the bunny. Brown pulls down the board. Amiter bringing the ball to the floor. He's going to be fouled by Wade Keepus. Wade Keepus wanting to bring some full court pressure and gets a foul. As Cooper Hires is going to bring the ball up for the Tigers. Hires looks for Brown on the back door. He's going to hand it off to our mystery players. He pulls it around. He gets it out to Amiter. It is loud in here as they're going to call a foul on Owen Blake. We're now 2-2 in fouls as Blake and Keepus both have one now. Tigers both have two players with one apiece also. Hires. Toss it in to Amateur. Back over to Hires at the Hilltop logo. Now to Brown in the corner. He's going to drive in on Red Andrews. Spins, puts up the fall away. Oh my goodness, that's a big man move from Reed Brown. He gets the Tigers in the scorebook. It's now 5-2, 4:45 left. Got Akery on the right wing. Akery gets it down to Blake. Blake now back to Akery. Akery puts it up. That's short. No good. Rebound down. Never mind. Over the back. That's going to be Red Andrews' first foul. I think our mystery player. What? Well, we got a 30-second Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout. I'm going to try to find a name on this player. We'll be back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school. And today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here. And so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
And we're back. 4.5 minutes, 5-2, as the Tim Phillips, the Jade Investment scoreboard reads. Aces aren't in front by 3 points as Amiter is to bring the ball up the floor. Amiter is going to look for Brown at the top of the key. Now down to Brown. Reed Brown trying to work down low in the post. He's going to hand it off to Amiter. He pulls it around, throws it out of bounds. It's going to go back the way of the Aces. That's a Tiger turnover. We're thinking number 3 might be Carter Seaman. And he's just having to wear number 10 for the day. As Metter to bring the ball. He's on the left side. Now flare screen to Blake for 3. That's a quick pop. That's no good. Rebound down, Amiter. He's going to push the ball up the right side. Now to the Hilltop Loco. Hands it off to Hires. Hires now to Seaman. He puts up the deep 3. That's no good. Rebound down, Red Andrews. He's falling out of bounds. Gets it up to Shane Metter. Shane Metter up to Elliott Akery. He's going to go up through contact. That's a finish for Elliott Akery. Aces ahead 7-2 as the Tigers are going to bring it back the other way. 3.5 minutes. Amiter guarded by Keepus now to Hires. Hires to Seaman in the corner. He's guarded closely by Metter. He's going to take it all the way in. Stops. Gets it down to Brown. Brown puts it up, tipped by Andrews, gets his own rebound, puts that up, misses. He pulls down another board, goes back up through contact, misses another one. That's going to be a foul on Elliott Akery now. Now checking in is number 4. That is Aiden Germick. And number 32. Number 32 must be Brody Redmond because there's just a 30, he wears 33, but Hires has it up top, gets it over to Germick. He drives in, stops, gets out to Redmond. Redmond up top. He's going to take it in. He throws up something, falling away, that falls. Brody Redmond with his first 2 points, 7-4, 2:54. Shane Metter bringing up the floor. He's going to be guarded by Redmond. Gets a foul from screen from Red Andrews. He stops, looks at the mid-range, can't get anything. He's going to have to clear it out. Somebody gets it over to Keepus in the corner. Wade Keepus trying to work on Hires. Pulls it out. He's going to set something up. Keepus hands it off to Metter. Metter with the screen from Andrews. He's going to take it in. Stops. Wants to put something up. Forces up in mid-range. Rebound down Brown. Hands it off to Hires. He's going to push it up the middle of the floor. Hires going to just take it all the way in himself. Never mind. Gets it out to Germick. Germick out to Brown. Back over to Seaman. Seaman now to Hires. Now to Seaman down low. He has in the short corner. Gets it out to Redmond. 7-4. 2 minutes now. Redmond up top. Guarded by Metter. Spins. Travels. Now to inbound is Keepis. Keepis gets it into Metter. We're under 2 minutes in this first quarter, 7-4. He's guarded by Redmond. Up to Andrews. Red Andrews has it on the left wing, now to Owen Blake. Shane Metter back up to Wade Keepis. Over to Elliot Acree. He's got it on the left wing. Acree gets it now to Red Andrews, now to Keepis. Now down low, great cut from Elliot Acree. He's got 4 points, 9-4. Aces ahead in front by 5, 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Hires to be met by Blake. He's gonna try to dribble in, gets it out to Germick. He pulls it around, stops, pulls it out, looking to get the ball to somebody. Now to Hires down low, he drives in, kicks it out to Redmond. He puts up the 3. That falls in good. That was Brody Redmond. It's now 9-7. We're at a minute. Metter at the Aces logo, now crosses the timeline as Rhett Andrews has it on the right wing. Now over to Owen Blake, back up to Shane Metter. Now to Elliot Acree on the left wing. Acree swings it over to Andrews. Keepis back up to Shane Metter. Metter now to Blake. Blake now to Acree. Back to Metter on the right wing. Aces running a beautiful continuous motion play as Keepis gets it to Blake. Blake up to, Owen Blake has it up top as Wade Keepis now on the right side. Keepis up to Metter, now to Acree. We're at 23 seconds. Now, Rhett Andrews loses that. He's gonna try to stop Reed Brown as he's driving, and Rhett Andrews picks up his second foul. We're gonna see a lot of Elias Knapp in this second quarter. Brown trying to tie this one all up at 9 at the end of this first quarter. Knocks in the first to 2. It's now 9-8. Aces in front by 1 as Lane Alke checks in and Elias Knapp check in. Acree and Andrews check out for the Aces. Brown misses that one. Wade Keepis pulls down the board, and now the ball's in Shane Metter's hands. 12 seconds, 9-8. What's he gonna do? They're gonna run the flare play. Owen Blake gonna get it. Never mind. Now to Lane Alke. He puts up the quick 3. That's no good. Rebound down Hires. He's gonna chuck one up from 3-quarter court. That's almost good as the Tim Phillips at J Investment scoreboard reads 9-8. Aces in front by 1. We're going to be back just a little bit from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Start the year off right with great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2026 Ram 1500 with 0% for 60 months or up to $10,000 off MSRP. Get yours today at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 for $484 a month, or lease a 2025 Bronco for $493 per month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows. Use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime, they should go counterclockwise, wintertime, clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
We're back. Tim Phillips at J Investment scoreboard reads 9-8. Aces in front by 1. The Tigers are going to come out with the ball. On the floor for the Aces is Knapp, Alke, Blake, Metter, and Keepis. On the floor for the Tigers going to be Alminer. Number 4, that's Germick. 33, Redmond. Number 45, that is Fox. And number 20, that's Coker. As Alminer has it on the left wing. He's going to look across. He has nothing, pulls it out. Shane Metter guarding him closely. Now up to Coker. Coker hands it off to Germick. He pulls it down low. Now out to Fox. Fox over to Coker, now to Almeter. He puts up a quick three. That falls no good. Rebound down to Alki. That's a foul on Fox as Alki pulls down that rebound. As the Tigers are going to set up in a man-to-man press. They're going to send a double at Shane Metter on the inbound. He cuts, gets the inbound. They're just going to clear out and let him bring the ball up the floor on Redmond. Metter crosses the timeline. We're now to 7.5 minutes left in this first half. Gets it to Keepus on the right side. He cuts through. Keepus hands it off to Alki. Alki back up to Metter at the Aces logo. Alki tries to get down low to Knapp, can't. Fox picks that one off. Germick pushing the ball up the left side. He's met by Keepus. Now up to Almeter, now to Coker for three. That falls no good. Rebound on the backside to Germick. That's out to Redmond. Redmond looks at three, doesn't take it. Tries to get out to Germick. Metter steals that one. He's going to take it all the way for a tough layup at the rim. Shane Metter now 11-8. Timeout. Kyle Buss, he's going to take a full Country Financial Agent TM Morgan timeout, 11-9. We're going to be back in just a little bit from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
My name is Alexis Johnson. I'm from Brookston, Indiana, and I'm in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program at Wabash Valley College. Some of the hands-on activities we have in Physical Therapy Assistant Program is we work on each other, getting that practice in the school setting, and then we also go to clinicals. We go out and work on actual patients with actual employees and just getting hands-on with your patients. After graduating, I plan on going back to my community, working in a hospital setting, maybe a nursing home, and just helping those people around me.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
And we're back at the Hilltop. The Tim Phillips and Jane Vestman scoreboard reads 11-8, 6.5 minutes. Aces are in front by 3. Almeter brings the ball up the floor. Hands it off to Hires. Hires dribbles in on Metter, gets it out to Brown, who's freshly checked back in. He forces one up. No good. Rebound down to Brown. That's tipped out of bounds by Elias Knapp. Coker to inbound this on the baseline. Clears it out to Almeter. Now over to Hires. Hires now to Fox in the right corner. Fox looking for Coker on the back door. Can't find him. Gets it up to Almeter. Now to Reed Brown. Reed Brown dribbles it around. Spins. Goes up through contact. Never mind. He travels before he goes up. (11-8). Aces in front by 3. We're now to 6 minutes left in the first half. This hasn't been the highest scoring game so far, but it's been fun nonetheless. Keepus hands it off to Acree, now to Metter. Metter at the top of the key. Shot fakes, gonna take it all the way in, put it up. That's a tough layup for Shane Metter. He's got 6, leading all scorers. Aces ahead, 13-8. Aces in front by 5. 5:45 left as Hires has it at the Hilltop logo. He's guarded by Shane Metter. He spins. Probably gets away with the carry as he dribbles it all the way in. Now looking to get it out to Coker. Coker, one dribble. Hands it back off to Hires. That's tipped out of bounds. That's off of Owen Blake. Now check against Seaman for Fox. Hires to inbound this one. Look for Brown on the quick one. They get it into him, fake the handoff. He takes it all the way in, goes up through contact. That's going to be a foul on Owen Blake, his second. Owen Blake won't have much playing time here in this second quarter. We're at 5.5 minutes, and he picks up his second foul. Brown knocks in the first. He's now 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. That's now the Tigers' first points of this second quarter. Brown misses that one as Elliott Akery pulls down the rebound. 5.5. Metter to bring the ball up the floor. Now over to Keepus. Wade Keepus now over to Owen Blake. Blake looking to get the ball to somebody is Shane Metter now on the right wing. He's guarded closely by Almeter. Lane Alke checks in for Owen Blake as Metter gets that one poked away across the half-court line. Hires to throw this one in bounds. Almeter to bring the ball to the floor. We're under 5 minutes. Wade Keepus guarding him. They're going to run Seaman through as Coker now has it. Back up to Reed Brown. He's going to try to work in the post on Knapp. Does. Goes up through contact. No good. Rebound down to Elias Knapp. Gets it out to Wade Keepus as he hands it off to Shane Metter. Metter going to get a high ball screen from Elias Knapp. Does. Stops. Pops for 3. Bang! Shane Metter with the 3. He's got 9 points. He's propelled the Aces to a 16-9 lead with 4:15 left in this first half. Reed Brown has it at the top of the key. Now over to Almeter. Almeter guarded closely by Knapp. Gets it over to Hires. Hires dribbles around. He's switched onto by Knapp. Coker puts up the tough layup. That's no good. That's going to be out of bounds on Coker, going the way of the Aces. 4 minutes left as Germick checks in. Almeter's going to meet Shane Metter right about the half-court line. Alka sets the screen, gets the flare, puts up the 3. That's good. Lane Alka for 3. 19-9, Aces lead by double figures. 3:45. Kyle Buss is pumped up. Germick pulls it around, trying to get to somebody. Aces playing tough defense. You can tell this crowd's getting to him. They're going to call Elliott Akery on the push. That's the third Ace with 2 fouls. Third starter with 2 fouls. Almeter going to bring this one up the floor. Calls a high ball screen from Reed Brown. Brown sets the screen, brings it around, now hands it off to Seaman. Seaman forces it down to Reed Brown, back out to Almeter for 3. He misses that one. The response 3, no good. Rebound down, Elliott Akery. Shane Metter to push the ball up the floor. Now up to Alke. Metter. Shane Metter gets it off to Elliott Akery. He forces it down to the post to Knapp. Knapp spins, goes up. That's going to be a foul on the ground. Great spin move there from Elias Knapp as he picks up Brown's second foul. Aces now in front by 10. Brown has 2. He's now the first Tiger with 2 fouls as Redmond checks in for Almeter. Keepus to throw it in on the inbound. Throws into Metter on the back door. Shane Metter with another bucket. 21-9, 2:45 as Germick travels. That's a big turnover. Aces are fired up. Keepus gets it into Metter. Shane Metter gets it over to Elliott Akery. Akery gets to Metter on the back door. He goes up, might have been fouled by Brown, is. I think that's going to be called on Brown. That is his 3rd foul in the first half. We will not see him for quite a while, as that's going to be Carson Fox to check in for him. Shane Metter looking to get to double figures for this quarter alone. He does, rolls in the free throw. He's now got 12 points, and he's got 10 of those in this second quarter. Garmick checks in, so does Fox. Metter rolls in both. 23 to 10 as Seaman has it in the left corner. He tries to get it down to Garmick. Garmick goes out, kicks it out to Hires. Hires for three. That's no good. Rebound down Elliott Acree. He hands it off to Shane Metter. 2.5 minutes as Shane Metter pushing up the floor. Puts it behind his back out to Elliott Acree. Looks at a three, doesn't take it. Shane Metter looks at a three, doesn't take it. Knapp has it up top. Gets it over to Alke. Now to Metter. Metter gets it to Elias Knapp on the back door. Aces are rolling right now. They're up 25-9 as the Olney Tigers have scored 1 point in this second quarter. Garmick has it up top, tries to get it down low to Redmond does. Redmond has 7 points. He ends that scoring drought here for the Tigers. We're now at minute 45 is Shane Metter to bring the ball up the floor. Gets it over to Knapp. Knapp now to Alke. Back over to Metter. Metter looks at a three, doesn't take it, skips it across to Keepus. We're now to 90 seconds. Aces looking to hold this one for the last shot. Shane Metter over to Knapp. Keepus. Keepus back to Metter at the Aces logo. If they're not going to guard him, he's just going to hold it. Alke has it at the volleyball line. Up to Metter. Head coach Cal Bus with a beautiful Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout. We're going to be right back in 30 seconds from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
We're back as the Aces are ahead by 14. A minute 14 left as the Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 25-11. Wade Keepus going to take it out. He's to inbound it here. Keepus throws it into Shane Metter. Metter has it up top. He's going to hold it as the Tigers have checked in some length. Keepus back over to Metter. Shane Metter up top. Now back over to Keepus. Keepus now to Shane Metter. Aces continue to work it as we're under a minute. Back over to Wade Keepus. Wade Keepus now to Metter on the right side. They're going to work it around until it's time for the Aces to run their play. So probably 16 seconds. As Acree has in the corner, back up to Keepus. It looks a lot like a zone right now from the Tigers. Keepus up top. Now to Acree in the corner. Looks at three. Doesn't take it. Drives in. Tosses it down to Knapp. Knapp goes up and scores. He's got 4 in this quarter. 27-11. The Aces are playing amazing. 12 seconds left. Garmick gonna drive in. Jump stops. Puts up the tough one. He makes that one. Now 27-13 is Metter. Takes it all the way down. Steps back for three. Oh, just barely misses that one. We're going to head into the halftime. 27-13. Aces lead by 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the Keepus Funeral Home halftime show. They're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. There we're going to have an interview with Coach Matt McCarty. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 for $484 a month, or lease a 2025 Bronco for $493 per month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2026 Pacifica with 1.9% financing, or lease a 2026 Wrangler for $397 a month. See store for details and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower pickers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
Here we are. We are back for the Keep It Shooter Home halftime show. They're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. To start off, we've got an interview with Coach Matt McCarty. Coach, wow, your girls went up to Jasper, got their first Big 8 win in Mount Carmel girls basketball in a long time. So how's that one feel to get your first win against an Indiana opponent?
Yeah, you know, it was a lot of fun. They actually reached out to us. They were supposed to play some team from Kentucky tonight for their senior night, and they bailed on them, and they saw that we had a big gap in our schedule, and we agreed that if they would move the game to Thursday, we would come so they could have a senior night, and we worked it out, and we got to go up there, and the girls got to check out those really nice facilities that they have, and yeah, it was nice to play a former Big 8 foe and get a win on the road.
Yeah, and then those Indiana gyms are always fun to get to go see.
Oh, phenomenal.
What do you guys have coming up this weekend and then just next week? Is I think we only have one game that we're covering for Mount Carmel sports.
Yeah, we got a lot of important games coming up again. You know, we got the LIC tournament starts tomorrow, so we'll head up to Marshall and play Marshall in our first round LIC game, and then hopefully get a win, and we'll play Tuesday and hopefully Friday night for LIC tournament championship, try to win our second in a row, try to get to the championship game of that tournament for the third year in a row, and it doesn't get much easier. We turn around and we'll play Casey at Casey in an LIC game, and then potentially setting up a regular season conference championship game at home against Paris, and we turn around and play Effingham at home that Saturday. So a lot of good games coming up. So,
and Coach, you're a coach here watching the game. What have you seen from the boys so far that have propelled them to doubling up the Olney Tigers points? Just because, you know, it's nice to get an outside opinion on what we've all been seeing.
Oh, you know, playing these guys for the second time now this season, I mean, we're playing totally different than what we were when we saw them at the Capital Classic in November. Defensively, I think the boys are really starting to buy in. They're switching earlier. They're seeing things quicker than what we were, and going and finishing possessions with a block out. And it looks like they're getting out and running in transition a little bit and getting some easy baskets. Shane getting downhill. And if he can't score, he's found post player or kick out for a three, and you know everything just seems to be clicking. And you know, this is the kind of the time of the year where you want things to kind of start ticking in that direction. You want to start playing well at the right time, right before postseason, and we're trending in that direction, it looks like. All right, well,
I'll just let you get going tonight. I know you're wanting to be more of a fan, not a coach with the interviews tonight.
More of a parent tonight. More of a parent.
Well, I'll probably conclude our halftime interview. I'll go get some scoring, and I'll probably conclude it. Good luck next week, and see you hopefully for another game sometime soon.
I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys very much.
Well, we'll look at some scoring real quick here in this first half. We'll start out with Olney. They're pretty easy to do the scoring for. Reed Brown has 4 points. He actually only has 2 fouls. I'm not sure where I got the third foul. I think they changed it onto somebody else, and they did not give him that foul. They've got Brody Redmond leading them in points with 7 and Aiden Germick with 2. Brody Redmonds came off the bench and he's lit up the Aces so far. Hit a 3, had 2 layups at the rim that were pretty tough. Then you've got the Aces right now. Elias Knapp has 4. He scored all those in that second half. He played great in this, second quarter. Elias Knapp played great in the second quarter. He really worked hard on the boards, was down low, and when people were cutting, he was working so well on the backside to get himself open looks. Lane Alke has 3. He knocked in a 3. Owen Blake knocked in a 3. He's got 2 fouls, hasn't played much. Elliot Akery has 4, and then Shane Metter leads all scorers with 13 right now. Shane Metter's been a problem offensively for anybody to stop all year, and he's showing that tonight against the Tigers. That'll probably conclude our halftime show. That's sponsored by Keep It Schooner Home. They're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. So, from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf? Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College at Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Start the year off right with great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2026 Ram 1500 with 0% for 60 months, or up to $10,000 off MSRP. Get yours today at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 for $484 a month, or lease a 2025 Bronco for $493 per month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. You can take the opportunity to add additional weather stripping to your doors and to your windows. Use of caulk to try to seal up some of those cracks where the wind comes in. And one thing that people oftentimes overlook is setting your fans to run in a clockwise rotation. Summertime they should go counterclockwise, wintertime clockwise, and that helps move the heat around your home more efficiently.
Here we are.
Are you living with chronic conditions?
The scoreboard reads 27-13. The Aces are in front by 14 in their LIC conference opponent, the Olney Tigers. The Aces are looking to give the Tigers their first conference loss of the year. The Aces have just played some great basketball so far tonight. They have continued to show so many great flashes on the defensive end, and then on the offensive end of the ball, it's just been a consistent effort. They're winning. They're doubling up the Tigers right now, as Shane Metter is set to take the ball out right now for the Aces. Keepus. He's going to bring the ball to the floor. Aces going from right to left on the radio dial. Keepus gonna take it all the way in, goes up through contact, finishes. Wade Keepus with the and one. Wade Keepus is by far the smallest player on the court. He took it all the way to the rim, put it up off the glass, and finished for the and one. Keepus puts that one in. Aces now have 30 to 13, 7:45 left in the third quarter. Hires dribbling around on Blake as Alker goes all the way in. He goes up, he's fouled by Rhett Andrews. We're gonna see some more Elias Knapp as Rhett Andrews picks up his third foul. That was Amateur that took the ball to the rim and got fouled. Rhett Andrews picks up a third, and I do see Elias Knapp checking in now for the Aces as Amateur knocks in the first. In that second quarter, the Tigers to 1 point had only scored 1 point throughout the whole first quarter until they scored 4 in that last minute and a half, as it is 30 to 15. Aces doubling up the Tigers with 7.5 minutes left in the third. Keepus just gonna take it all the way in himself again, misses that one, rebound down Brown as Germick brings that one up the floor, tries to tip it over his teammate, out of bounds, gonna be Aces ball. Shane Metter. He's gonna bring it up the floor. Metter down to Knapp. Handoff back from Knapp. He's gonna take it on Germick. Puts up the mid-range. Oh my gosh, Shane Metter is feeling it, and the Olney Tigers are not liking it. 7 minutes, 32 to 15. Amateur over to Hires. Hires now to Germick drives in. Gets it out to Hires for three. He almost gets that one blocked. Rebound down, Shane Metter. Metter brings it up, stops, puts up the three. That's short, no good. Rebound down, Redmond. Redmond pushing the ball up the floor. He's going to pull it around now to Hires. Hires going to get down low to Brown. Wade Keepus goes and saves it. (32-15), 6.5 minutes left. Wade Keepus almost got that one. Brown to inbound it. Brown gets it into Hires. Hires is fouled by Blake, going for the loose ball. He's probably going to get subbed out for Alki. Lane Alki gets Owen Blake as he's going to go take a seat as he picks up his third foul. Aces have 2 in this quarter as Amateur going to bring it up the floor. Kicks it out to Hires. Hires almost gets it stolen by Metter. Wade Keepus goes and dives on the ground. Jump ball going to go stay here with the Tigers. Inbound, it's Germick. Germick throws into Hires for three. That's it. Cooper Hires gets his first points. That's a three-pointer. 32-18. Aces only have this one by 14 now. Metter gets the screen from Knapp. Takes it all the way in on Brown. Puts it up through contact. Shane Metter with the tough take. It's now 34-18. Aces in front by 16. We're under 6 minutes. Metter gets a steal. He's going to push it up the floor. It's him and Brown and Hires. He stops, goes up through contact with the left hand, misses that one. Rebound down Brown. Hires throws it up to Germick. He's going to have an open layup. Puts it up, hits the ground. Rebound down, Elias Knapp. Wade Keepus brings the ball up the floor. He's fouled by Germick. Oh, sorry, Germack. You know, because I'm Gerlach, I just kind of think that everything's close to my name. 5.5. Shane Metter to inbound it. He throws it into Elias Knapp. Gets it back from Elias Knapp. Klingler checks in. Shane Metter brings it around, gets it down to Elias Knapp. He turns it over. Reed Brown goes down. He puts up the layup. He finishes that one. It's now 34-20 as the Tigers going to bring on some pressure as Shane Metter brings it up the floor. He's got 17 points. Puts it behind his back. Stops, looks at a mid-range, can't get it, gets Elliott Acre on the back door. Never mind, he bobbles it. Redmond going to take it all the way, almost gets it stripped by Keepus as Redmond goes and finishes. It's 34-22, under 5 minutes now. Keepus hands it off to Metter on the left side. He's guarded by Klingler. Metter looks at a three, doesn't take it. Gonna try to get all the way, gets fouled by Klingler on the ground. That's his third foul.
Foul number 22.
As Wade Keepus is the one to inbound the ball. Keepus chucks it into Shane Metter. He's going to get a ball screen from Acre. Looks for him on the cut, gets him. Puts up the floater. That's up and in for Elliott Acre. He's now got 6, 36-22. Aces in front 14, 4.5 minutes. Amiter over to Hires. Hires now to Redmond. Redmond up to Klingler. Now to Amiter. He fakes the ball. Gets it back up to Redmond. Up top he goes. Puts up the mid-range. That's cash. Brody Redmond's got 4 in this quarter. 36-24. Shane Metter to bring the ball up the floor. Gonna get a screen from Alka. Back out. Alka looks at a three, doesn't take it, goes inside and finishes. Lane Alke. 38-24 as Hires to push the ball up the floor. He's going to take it in on Keepus. Goes up through contact, puts it up with the left hand. He's now got 5. 38-26. It's going back and forth. 3.5 minutes is Wade Keepus to bring the ball up the floor. Hands it off to Shane Metter. He looks at a three, doesn't get it. He hands it down to Elias Knapp. He goes up with the left hand, no good. Klingler pulls down the board. Klingler to Redmond for 3. That's cash. Brody Redmond now has 14 points as it is 38-29. We're now to single digits for the first time since the first quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College at Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Here we are. The Aces only have a 9-point lead as the Tim Phillips and Jaden Vestment scoreboard reads 38-29, 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in this third quarter. The Tigers have stormed back as they have just rode the coattails of Brody Redmond, who has 7 points all in this third quarter. Only has 14, but he has 7 in the third quarter as Knapp has it up top. He gives it over to Alke. Alke now to Shane Metter. Metter, 3 minutes now as Elliott Acre has it up top. Looks for a cutting Metter. Klingler's going to get a foul. Klingler picks up his 4th foul. It's 38-29, 3 minutes. Shane Metter inbounding. Tigers do have 4 fouls. He gets it down to Acre. Acre has it. Tosses it out to Lane Alke. Lane Alke on the right wing. Now over to Wade Keepus. Keepus drives with the left. He's going to pull it back out. Hands it off to Metter as he's guarded by Coker. Metter puts it behind his back, trying to stop. Now takes it all the way inside, gets it out to Alke. Alke over to Acree. Acree up to Keepus. Keepus now to Acree. Acree gets Menor on the back door. He goes up through contact. No good, but he's going to take a trip to the line for 2. We're now under 2.5 minutes as Shane Metter takes a trip to the line.
Free throw line for 2 shots. Number 3, Shane Metter.
Shane Metter knocks in the free throw. 39-29. Shane Metter knocks in both. He's got 19 points, 40-29. Aces in front by 11 as Almeter brings it up the floor. Gets it over to Hires. Hires now to Redmond. Redmond looks at something, pulls it around. He's going to try to take it all the way in himself. Kicks it out to Almeter for 3. That's short, no good. Rebound down, Brown. Brown goes up over Knapp. He puts it up and in. Reed Brown gets it to 40-31. Only 9 once again for the Aces. 2 minutes left is Keepus to bring the ball up the left side. Hands it off to Metter. Shane Metter gonna get a screen from Alki. Drives in all the way, stops, puts up the mid-range through contact. That is good for Shane Metter. Shane Metter is going ballistic tonight. 42-31, a minute 45 left as Redmond puts up the 3. That's no good, hits the top of the rim. Well, hits the top of the backboard. We're at a minute 38 as Keepus is the one set to inbound it, and Seaman is gonna go get Brown. Reed Brown's gonna go take a seat. Shane Metter now to bring the ball to the floor, 42-31, 90 seconds left on the clock. Gets it over to Acree. Acree gets Knapp on the back door, goes up with the right hand. Elias Knapp with the finish. 44-31 as Almeter gets it over to Hires. Hires to Seaman. Seaman dribbles around. Gets it down to Hires in the corner. He's going to drive in on Metter. Kicks it back out to Seaman. Seaman for 3. That's cash. Carter Seaman knocks in the 3 as it's once again it's now down to 10. A minute left. 44-34. Shane Metter brings the ball up the floor. Gets the screen from Knapp. Knapp rolling, stops, goes up. He's fouled. Elias Knapp going to the line for 2. Elias Knapp may have gotten away with a little bit of a travel there. Elias misses the first of 2. Knocks in the second of 2. Elias Knapp has 7 points, 45-34. Aces in front by 11. Almeter gets it over to Seaman, now to Hires. Hires down to Brown. He goes up on Alki. Alki takes a good foul there as Brown is going to have to earn 2 at the line. I like that foul there from Alki. He comes across, he probably should have been quicker in rotation, but he comes across as Elias Knapp had a little bit of trouble there defensively. Cuts across, just going to hit him on the hands, make it where he can't finish. He's going to have to go earn 2 free throws in kind of a tough atmosphere to play in. Knapp misses the first one, so that was a great foul now. Brown knocks in the second. 45-35, 40 seconds left. Metter gets it to Andrews on the left wing. Andrews works it around to Blake. Blake now to Metter on the right side. Metter gets it out to Keepus. Aces are going to have to run about 13 more seconds off to get to the desired length for a play. It's Keepus has it on the right wing, gets it out to Metter. Now to Blake. Blake has it outside to Acree. Ace is about to set up a quick set, never mind. Blake gets it down low, goes up through contact, finishes that. His first point since the first quarter, 47-35, we're under 10 seconds. Almeter now over to Hires. Hires down to Brown. Brown working on Andrews, goes up through contact, finishes. Reed Brown uses all of his size there to finish that one. He's going to take a trip to the line for one more as Red Andrews picks up his fourth foul. Brown knocks that one in. It's now 47-38. Aces probably just going to throw it down the floor, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. As they throw it into Metter, he's going to take one from half court for three. Almost banks that one in. 47-38. Tim Phillips of Jade Vestman scoreboard reads. Aces in front by 9 as we head to the fourth quarter. So from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth, this is Mount Carmel basketball.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Here we are. Fourth quarter's getting it started as the Tim Phillips and Jaden Vestman scoreboard reads. 47-38, Aces in front by 9. Wade Keepus to inbound this one. Gets it into Shane Metter. Metter hands it off to Keepus. Keepus crosses the timeline and gets it to Acree. Acree down to Blake. Blake out to Shane Metter. Looks at three, doesn't take it. Now to Knapp. Shane Metter cuts, stops, looks at something, doesn't take anything. Gets it out to Elliott Acree. Acree now to Blake. Owen Blake gets Shane Metter on the back door. Never mind, Redmond ends up with that one. Redmond goes up through contact on Owen Blake. Owen Blake trying his hardest to stay up there.
Now number 12, Owen Blake. There will be 2 free throws for number 33, Brody Redmond.
Redmond to put up the first of 2. Knocks that one in. Halke checks in for Blake. So Redmond knocks in his second. 47-40. This is the smallest lead the Aces have had since the second quarter as Wade Keepus to bring the ball up the floor. He gets it over to Elliott Acree, now to Alke. Alke trying to throw the lob to Acree. He does, gets it down to Knapp. Knapp, oh my gosh, in perfect positioning for an Acree assist. 49-40, 7 minutes left. So they're gonna try to force it down to Brown. Good defense there from Knapp. Hires, trying to look down low. Dribbles around, goes up through contact, almost makes that one as the rebound's down. Shane Metter. Metter gonna push the ball up the floor, throws it up to Acree. Acree, great pass to Alke, gets him off the floor. Alke goes up and scores! 51-40, Aces are in front by 11. We're now under 7 minutes as Redmond has it up top. Acree's gonna pick up a foul, trying to hedge the screen hard. He's amped up. I like that foul. It settles everybody down a little bit. I think everybody's starting to speed up, and it gives all your guys a second to just take a breath on the defensive end of the ball. Almeter brings the ball up the floor. He's going to hand it off to Seaman. Seaman gets it down to Hires. Hires, one dribble, almost gets it tipped away as Almeter puts up the three. That's no good. Rebound on the backside down to Redmond. He puts up a spin-around jumper. He cannot miss. There's a magnet in the ball whenever he touches it. 51-42. We're now to 6 minutes. Shane Metter to bring the ball up the floor. Metter over to Akery. Elliot Akery tries to get it over to Shane Metter. He can't. That's going to go out of bounds. We're under 6 minutes. Amber has it up top. Gets it down to Brown. Brown dribbles in, spins, goes up through contact. That's no good. That's going to go out of bounds. Go the other way. It's going to be Ace's ball. Keepus gets it to Shane Metter. Metter to bring the ball up the floor. Gets the screen from Alki. Skips it over to Alki for three. Misses that one. Rebound down. That's going to be Seaman. He pushes up the floor. He stops. Throws it out to Redmond. Redmond's going to be the one they go to all night. Spins on Keepus. Puts it between his legs. Spins back again. Trying to force up a tough mid-range. Can't. Ammeter gets it. Stops. Gets it down to Brown. He's going to go up in the post. Almost travels. They're going to call a travel on Brown. It's a travel on Brown. The Tiger fans aren't happy, and the Aces fans are loving it. 51-42. We're now to 5 minutes in the fourth. As Shane Metter's going to bring it up. Shane Metter gets it down to Elias Knapp. Elias Knapp spins. Goes up through contact. He's fouled hard. Elias Knapp going to go to the line for two. Elias Knapp has had his best varsity game of the year so far tonight when the Aces have needed him most. First one's up and in. 52-42, Aces back to a double-digit lead. Tim Phillips of Jane Investment scoreboard reads 52-42, 4:56 left on the clock. Knapp knocks in the second. He's now 3 for 4 from the line. 53-42 as Ammeter brings it up. He's going to try to drive on Keepus. Gets it out to Redmond. Redmond out to Ammeter, down to Brown. Brown has three Aces surrounding him. Ammeter now to Redmond for three. That's off, no good. Over the back foul on Reed Brown. That is Reed Brown's fourth foul. If you're a Tiger fan, you're not happy with that one. If you're an Aces fan, you're loving it. Wade Keepus to inbound the ball. Gets it into Shane Metter. Shane Metter's going to clear out the floor, bring it up. 4.5 minutes in the fourth. Metter over to Knapp. Knapp tries to force the ball to Alki as Hires is going to go up for the wide open layup. He's got 7. Coach Kyle Buss is going to use a Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout. We're going to be back in 30 from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
We're back. I was wrong. It was a full timeout. Aces are in front by 9. The Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 53-44, 4:23 left on the clock. The Aces, coming out of this Country Financial to Tia Morgan timeout, are going to have the ball after a Hires fast break layup. This has been a back and forth second half as nobody has been able to close the gap, build a gap back up. We have sat at this 9-point mark for a long while here. So on the floor for the Aces is going to be Wade Keepus, Elliot Akery, Rhett Andrews, Shane Metter, and Owen Blake. On the floor for the Tigers is going to be, this is Carson Amater, Carter Seaman, Reed Brown, Cooper Hires, and that is Brody Redmond as Shane Metter brings the ball up the floor. He almost loses it. Ball's on the ground. They're going to call a Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout for the Olney Tigers. We'll be back in just a minute from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot long free.
4 foot long's free. Fix my fibula later.
4th foot long's free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th foot long's free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower pickers, Frank.
4 foot long's free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th foot long free.
And we're back from that Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout. The Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard has not changed. It's still 53-44. 4 minutes and 13 seconds is the only change, as I should say. As it's Olney Tigers ball, it's going to be Amater to inbound the ball to Hires. Hires hands it back off to Amater. Amater, handoff. That is Germick. That's tipped. Shane Metter has it. Shane Metter's going to push the ball up the floor. Going to take it all the way to the rim. Goes up through contact, finishes. Shane Metter has 23. 55-44, we're now to 11. As Wade Keepus almost tips another one away as Seaman almost loses it. Amater to Germick. He's going to drive in. Jump stop. Gets it out to Amater. He puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebound down Shane Metter. Out from behind by Redmond. Redmond picks up his first as Brown and Klingler check into the game for the Tigers.
Number 33, Brody Redmond.
Wade Keepus gets this one, throws it up to Owen Blake. Blake skips it up to Elliot Akery. He goes all the way in, up over Brown. That's in. Elliot Akery with another one. He has 8 points. 57-44. Aces in front by 13. We're now under 3.5 minutes. Hires trying to drive in on Metter. Spins, kicks it out to Amater for 3. That's no good. Rebound down Klingler. Klingler to Amater. Goes up. Gets it down to Hires. He goes up. That's a foul on Elliot Akery, his 4th. Aces now have 3 with 4. That's Akery, Blake, and Andrews.
Elliot Akery at the free throw line with 2 shots. Number 14, Cooper Hires.
Hires to put up the first of 2. Knocks that one in. Hires knocks in the second of 2. Shane Metter gets the inbound. Gets it over to Blake. Blake now to Keepus. Keepus throws a tough one up to Acree as he gets it back out to Metter. We're under 3 minutes as Metter stops, gets it to Acree in the corner for three. That one's in and out. Rebound down Hires. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left as Hires drives on Blake, goes up. Blake almost gets the foul. He pulls that one down as Metter to bring the ball up the floor. Shane Metter gets that one ripped away by Amber. He puts that one up for an easy 2 points. He's got 4. 57-48 as Owen Blake is the one to inbound it. Blake gets it into Metter. Shane Metter throwing it to Blake before the trap. He's going to bring it up the floor, guarded by Redmond. Gets it to Acree. Acree, one dribble. Can't find anything, gets it out to Keepus. Keepus now out to Shane Metter as we're about to be under 2 minutes left. Owen Blake back up to Elliot Acree. Acree now to Metter. Shane Metter now to Keepus. Keepus to Andrews. Rhett Andrews out top. Back up to Shane Metter. Shane Metter gets fouled by Redmond as he's going to take it all the way. Shane Metter picks up his foul as Redmond's going to take a trip to the line for 2.
Foul number 3, Shane Metter. 2 free throws for number 33, Brody Redmond.
Brody Redmond taking a trip to the line for 2. Puts the first one up, that's no good. Redmond put the second one up. That's no good. Rebound down Elliot Acree. That's off his hands, out of bounds. Going to go the way of the Tigers. We're under 2 minutes, 57-48, a minute 52 left. Hires to inbound it now for the Tigers. Cooper Hires. Looking to get it to Brown. They throw it into Amiter. He's going to take it in. Goes up, tries to get it over Metter. Metter pulls down the rebound. Shane Metter up to Wade Keepus. Keepus out to Blake. Owen Blake takes a couple dribbles up the floor, waits, gets trapped. He's now fouled by Redmond. Brody Redmond takes a foul. That's going to be their team 4th. Next foul, the Aces are taking a trip to the line. As Coker, he's going to come in for Brown. Trying to make sure Reed Brown doesn't pick up that 5th foul. Amiter guarding Metter on the inbound as they get into Metter, and Coker picks up his first foul. Owen Coker gets the foul. Shane Metter's going to take a trip to the line. Shane Metter has 23 points so far tonight as the Aces lead by 9. Knocks in the first of 2. 58-48, Aces in front by 10. As Brown checks in. Metter knocks it in. 59-48, we're now to 90 seconds as Hires brings it up. He's going to take it all the way in himself. Dump it down to Brown. That's off of Brown's hand. That's the way of the Aces. Aces doing a great job defensively. We're under 90 seconds. Owen Blake to check it in. He's just going to force it into Shane Metter. He's going to push it up the floor. Has somebody behind him, puts the ball low, ends up keeping it. He's getting triple teamed. He may have been fouled as Amiter going to get the easy layup. That's another one for him. 59-50. Shane Metter gets it into Elliot Acree. Elliot Acree has it up top. Klingler on him. Amber now. They foul Owen Blake, and they're going to send him to the line.
Foul number 14, Cooper Hires. At the free throw line for 2
That is Cooper Hires' first foul. Blake with his first foul shots of the game. Knocks in the first of 2. Aces back up by double figures, 60-50, a minute and 8 seconds left. Misses the next one short. That was almost an over to the back for Red Andrews as Amateur brings it up. He's met by Keepus. Hands it off to Hires. Hires now to Brown for three. That's short, no good. Rebound down, Shane Metter. They're going to send a trap at him. He's fouled. He's going to take a trip to the line. That is Reed Klingler's fifth foul. He's going to take a trip to the bench, and that is going to end his night. He did not score for the Tigers. Metter puts up the first of two. That one's in. (61-50). Shane Metter has 26 points. Shane Metter knocks in the second, 62-50. Now that is Hires. Puts up a deep three, step back three. He knocks that one in. Where was that earlier? 62-53. That's a full-time Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout for head coach Kyle Buss. So we'll be back in just a minute from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th footlong free.
4 footlongs free. Fix my fibula later.
4 footlongs free. Finish flirting with Philip.
4th footlongs free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-breasted flower peckers, Frank.
4 footlongs free. Forget the fabric sale, Francine. Folks are freaking out over 4th footlong free.
There's a lot of things that you can do to help and reduce your heating bills over the wintertime. Open the draperies in the house. Let the sun warm the interior of your home during the day. That helps reduce some of that heating load during the day. Consider installing programmable thermostats. You can drop the temperature down while you're not there, or in the evening times when you're asleep, make the house a little cooler, and then have those programmable thermostats bring the temperature up at the times you're actually in the home, not away.
Here we are back at the Hilltop, 62-53. Aces are in front by 9, 43 seconds left. The Tigers have set up a full court press as the Aces look to get it in and ice this one. Acree gonna chuck the deep pass to Owen Blake. He does get it down to Owen Blake. Blake's now gonna get fouled by Coker. Owen Blake setting up for the first of two. He knocks that one in. Aces back up by double figures, 63-53. As Coker has 4 fouls actually. So he's going to take a trip to the bench. Blake misses the second of two. Stays 63-53 as Hires brings it up the floor. Gets it over to Redmond as that's blocked. Metter pulls it down and Hires fouls Shane Metter. He's going to take another trip to the line to get to points 28 and 29 of the night. Knocks in the first one. We're now to 30 seconds as Shane Metter makes both. He's got 29 points on the night. 65-53, Aces lead by 12. Higher steps back for three, doesn't take it, ends up putting it up, no good. Rebound down, Owen Blake. He hands it off to Shane Menner. They're going to clear out. The Aces are going to win this one by 12. They're going to get their second LIC win in a row right before the LIC conference tournament to prove a point. They come and beat Olney after they beat them early this year. The Mount Carmel Golden Aces, once again, win this one 65-53. What a win by the Aces. We're going to come back in just a little bit for the coach's postgame show. That's brought to you by Sean Morgan, Republican candidate for Wabash County Clerk. That's going to have an interview with Coach Kyle Buss and some scoring. So keep it here. We'll be back from the Wabash General Hospital broadcast booth. This is Mount Carmel basketball.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
As a faculty member, Wabash Valley College was the best decision ever. I've always been excited to return back to Wabash Valley as an employee to inspire students the way I was inspired when I went to school here. And what I love is the sense of community that I have with my coworkers and being able to provide that to our students.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 for $484 a month, or lease a 2025 Bronco for $493 per month on a 36-month lease. Find your new vehicle at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2026 Pacifica with 1.9% financing, or lease a 2026 Wrangler for $397 a month. See store for details and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Well, the Aces just grinded that one out. That was the best game that I have seen this Aces squad play start to finish all year. They played just, I cannot state how good of defense they played in that first half. I can't state how good of offense they played in that second half. When they started to figure out the defensive scheme, this Olney squad did, like any solid basketball team does, they figure stuff out. Then what happens is the Aces go and respond, and they beat a undefeated in-conference team in the Olney Tigers by ramping up the offensive attack and just continuing to make moves and going and scoring buckets for this squad. We're going to go through scoring for this Olney squad, go through scoring for the Aces, then we should see Coach Kyle Buss in just a little bit. So we'll start out with the Tigers. With 2 points, that was Aiden Germick. With 3 points was Carter Seaman. With 6, Carson Amateur. with 12 apiece was Cooper Hires and Reed Brown. Then with 18, leading all Tigers, was Brody Redmond. Then for the Aces, we go over. Wade Keepus had 3. Then both with 7 was Lane Alka and Owen Blake. With 8 was Elliot Akery, 11 Elias Knapp, and 29 points was Shane Metter. Shane Metter played out of his mind today. Every time that the Aces need a basket, he went out and got that basket. Every time that the Aces needed a rebound, Shane Metter got that rebound. He had a vendetta to go get a win tonight for the Aces. He played, like I said, his best game of the year so far. Might not be his highest scoring game, may not be his highest assist game, his highest rebound game, but it is his best all-around game that we've seen. Then you got to keep it up. Is just you continue to look at what the Aces did tonight. Defensively, they rotated so well. They guarded the screen so well. They did get overamped every once in a while defensively and maybe pick up not a great foul. That wasn't, exactly what was in the game plan for the Aces, but seriously, defensively, there's not much else you can ask for. They held the Tigers to 13 points in the first half. Now, that does mean they scored 40 in the second half, which that's not exactly the number that you're looking for, but they had 25 points in the third quarter. The Aces just played such a good all-around game. The low-scoring quarter was 9 in that first quarter, then every other quarter, 18, 20, 18. They just continued to stay doing what they had to do to go and win this ball game. It was just such a great all-around game from the Aces. Offensively, I do want to touch on just a couple things of how they did a good job of working through their sets. They have a quick set that I would call their go-to quick set. Once they got to that, they would go and they'd score from that. They did a great job of scoring from that. They did a great job of just doing what they need to do offensively to go get a win tonight. This was just such a great all-around win for the Aces as head coach Kyle Buss is on his way up for what we'll make a quick interview as this was a hard-fought victory for the Aces tonight. Coach, will make this one short because I'm guessing you really want to celebrate. This is you guys' second conference win this year. They snapped a very, very long conference losing streak. And then you guys beat Olney. That's a big rival, and they were undefeated in conference. Just tell us a little bit about what this team feels as they also crossed the 500 mark.
Yeah, that's a fun game, man. That was awesome. The crowd was awesome. The crowd was into it. These guys work so hard, and they deserve nights like tonight where, the crowd's packed, the crowd's loud, they're into it. There's big plays on both sides of the ball. So just really, really proud of our guys, of how hard they play. And I'm just thankful that, the community came out to support and really packed the place for us tonight.
Yeah, and living my whole life right across the road from Mount Carmel, I've always heard stories of hilltop hysteria. I feel like I saw a little bit of that tonight. Just the atmosphere that you guys brought was so important, I felt like, tonight, forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, we're getting there. The thing is, a lot of people don't want to come support a team that's losing. So it's a credit to our guys for putting in the work. And being just above 500 isn't what we want to be. But man, I hope the town sees how hard these guys play because they just bust their butt. Shane Metter, I don't know what he ended up with tonight, but kid's got the ball in his hands all the time. He's getting beat around, but he just keeps getting up and going. So just super proud of our guys tonight. We had different guys step up and do different things. Elliot Akery rebounded the crap out of the ball, just attacking the boards, and we're giving up some size down there, but just super proud of our guys all over the place.
Well, I'm going to let you go get celebrating. Great win tonight, Coach, and any last thoughts?
No, again, just super proud. Our trajectory, I feel like we just keep getting better, and I told the guys in the locker room, we can't have any steps back, right? We're getting towards the end of the season. We've got to keep getting better. We've got to keep showing up every day, working on our weaknesses, and just getting better and better as we get closer to postseason play, because this group is talented enough to win stuff. I don't know if the conference with 2 conference losses is achievable, but man, we'll get ready for that regional postseason time and hopefully try to cut down some nets.
All right. Thank you once again for the interview, and good luck.
Thanks, guys. Go Aces.
Well, that'll conclude our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much to Robert for running camera. Thank you to Emery for running stream, and thank you to everybody back at WSJD who make this thing run. Once again, I'm Max Gerlach, and thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much for doing this.